So I said I was going to start doing review videos for things that were aimed at like littles and stuff. So this is the first one. I've got two things that I'm going to review that I'm going to talk about that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to close my door. Okay, I'm back. So I just moved into my new apartment, so things are kind of messy in my bedroom. But for my birthday, I got these decals that were Hello Kitty decals. Got these on Amazon. These weren't sent to me by a gift or anything. I bought these for myself for my birthday. But they were they were suggested to me because of my previous search history, which includes things that are little. So I got these decals, and I've had decals before. I've had decals before that were really, really thick, and they were actually just stickers that they expected you to stick on your door or on your wall. And they stuck and they ripped paint off, or they didn't look very good, or they peeled really easily. These ones I just got today, so I haven't had a chance to decorate anything with them or anything. I've put a couple on my wall here, and got a couple on my wall here. And what's interesting about these ones for me anyway is, so like I said before, usually they're really thick and they're just stickers. These ones are like actual proper decals. So they're like transparent kind of. So let me peel off this one. So it looks like you can like kind of see through it, see? You can see my mouth. So I go and I just stick it on the wall here. And it's pretty smooth once you get it on there and stuff. Like there's no bubbles or anything, it just kind of smooths right out real nice, which is very nice. But then there's also, can I remove them? I haven't tested that yet, so I'm gonna put one that I don't like on the wall and remove it for you guys and see how that works. Because if it rips, I don't want to feel bad if it rips. So I'm gonna put one on that I don't like, or that I'm not particularly fond of. This one here, this little crown. Let's put that on. We're gonna see how this does. So we put it on, got it on, let's say here. Okay, it's right there. Smoothed on, real nice. Put on like the rest of them. Now these are supposed to be removable. So what I'm gonna do is gonna just take my nails. It's difficult to get under, which means it's not gonna peel off really easy, but oop. It's not gonna peel on its own, but once you want to take it off, ooh, it didn't rip, and again, still totally clear. It didn't rip any of my paint off. I'll just paste that back on there. So that actually worked really nicely. I was worried they were gonna rip the paint off because they're pretty thick. So they're pretty hefty, which means that they're not gonna when, it gets humid. Where I'm at, it gets pretty humid. So, we're gonna have issues with, normally when I have posters and stuff, they kind of curl in on themselves. Those ones are pretty hefty, so I don't think that they're gonna have that issue if I leave them up for a long time. But otherwise, right now, they look pretty good. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not collabing with anybody for this or anything. I'm just gonna put a link in the description because I like people to be able to access things, but there's that. And then the other thing was this light that I got. So, you may have seen it in the window. This is a silicone bunny nightlight. It's totally silicone. These are not hard at all. There's no sharp edges or anything. Very soft, it's like the size of my hand. Very tiny, very cute, and all of it glows. But the charger is very unfortunate because that is its butthole. So you go to charge it, and the charge lasts about 2 hours before it goes totally dark, and it glows red while it's plugged in if it's not fully charged, and when it's fully charged it goes green while it's plugged in. So it'll always be on. If it's plugged in, there will always be a light. So I don't recommend leaving it on or plugged in all the time unless you always want a light or some sort of ambient light. But it doesn't get hot at all. There's no warmth. It's been on. I've never turned this thing off. It has been on since I got it a couple weeks ago, and it's not warm at all, and the light hasn't died down at all either. There's been no fading or anything, and there's no noise that comes out of it when you shake it or anything. But here's your power button here. And that turns it on. And then that turns the brightness up. Here, let me grab it like this. And then that changes the color to, this is gonna cycle colors. And then here's green, off, on, bright, colors. And then once it picks a color that you like, let's see if can you see that very well? I'll hit it. Now it's not changing colors anymore. Now it's green. You can't really tell very well, but it's green now. There it goes. And then off. You don't have to hit it very hard, you just gotta hit it on the butt. And then hitting that button makes it so that nothing happens. So button, button, off. Very nice. It's a micro USB. It's not Type-C, it's just a regular micro USB. As you can see, focus, focus, focus. Well, it's a micro USB, it's not a Type-C. That sucks, but that means that that has its own dedicated plug. Because everything else I have is Type-C, so it's got its own dedicated plug, so I don't have to worry about it not being able to be plugged in because I've got something else charging or whatever. Again, it's really soft. It is totally silicone and very squishy. So if you are looking for maybe like something for a nightlight for a small child or for yourself, definitely recommend. It's very soft, it's very nice. The colors are pretty bright actually. I know I didn't catch it very good on the camera, but let's focus on yellow. Oof, it's getting there. Oof. That's yellow. The yellow's not very bright. This green, yeah. The colors are pretty vibrant and they're pretty steady, which is very nice. I've seen a lot of things like this that they like, when they say that they change color or they fade between colors, they actually just blink really rapidly. This one doesn't do that, which is something that I was worried about when I got it, because I got some roses that claimed to do the same thing. They blink rapidly like it's a rave, like it's a party, so it doesn't really work very well as like a nightlight, which is what I got it for. So this one has a really nice soft fade out effect. It's not a flash, it's not bright, it's not abrupt. The only thing abrupt about it is sometimes if you bump into it, because the bumper on the bottom is really sensitive, so if you bump into it, I have it on my windowsill, but if you bump into it, sometimes it'll change and turn off, sometimes it'll change into the color mode, so it's kind of sensitive. When I first got it, it was not sensitive at all. But after a little bit, once I figured out how to use it properly, it got a bit more sensitive. So that's that. I'm thinking I'm going to start doing this regularly. This is a little review. I'm going to call it my cupcake review. It's my cupcake review, and I review things that make me feel like a cupcake. So these decals were actually really nice. This bunny nightlight was actually really nice. I'm kind of shocked because I've gotten other things that have been aimed at littles that were not very good quality, because people just kind of want to take your money. They don't actually care about what they're giving you. So that's today's review. If you guys have something you want me to review, you can DM me, you can email me, you can post it down in the comments below or whatever. And I think that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay cheesy.